We have here verse 18 of the 12th chapter, Gospel of John. This is John's ongoing explanation for what precipitated the triumphal entry, as we commonly call it, adding detail here that we don't find in the synoptics, and tying really the outpouring of praise for Jesus in some substantial measure to the raising of Lazarus. So it's on account of that event that he describes the people meeting him, and that's what's going on here. So we have dia. Dia is a preposition. It can take the genitive, meaning through, or the accusative, meaning on account of. And here it's the accusative, tuto, demonstrative pronoun, and the accusative neuter. And so on account of this, in some manuscripts, the connective kai is there, on account of this, and then hupentesen. This is from hupantao, contract verb, combination of hupo, which means under, and anti, which generally means in place of, but it can be flexible, and the combination idiomatically is used commonly in the New Testament to mean to meet. And so that's what's going on account of this. They met him. This is the third person singular aorist active. Indicative takes the dative, so they met him. The subject of the verb is hooklos, the crowd. So on account of this, the crowd met him. And then John gives the explanation, hoti, conjunction, because, akusan, from akuo, I hear, third person plural. Aorist active indicative. Interestingly, of course, oklos is singular, but he makes the verb plural because when we think of a crowd, we think of more than one people. So it's the plural here. So on account of, because they heard tuto, same demonstrative pronoun, they heard this, and the demonstrative pronoun now goes along with the rest of the phrase. So tuto to semeon. They heard of this, the sign. Of course, the demonstrative pronoun will typically use the definite article, and semeon, the word for sign, also in the accusative. And so because they heard this sign, and then what did they hear about it? Pepoye kenai. This is from poieo. It means to make or to do. This is the perfect active infinitive, so to do, and then the subject of the infinitive typically in Greek will be in the accusative, and so that's why auton is there. And so because they heard that he had done this sign, so that's the idea of it. It's not really translated typically as an infinitive, but the infinitive can be used in this way, and often is. And when it is, then the word that stands as the subject of the infinitive will be, as I say, in the accusative. So it was on account of this that the crowd met him. Why? Because they had heard that he had done this sign, namely that he had raised Lazarus from the dead. It was quite a shock, of course, for people to hear that this man had raised someone from the dead who'd been dead for 4 days. And that is, according to John, what precipitated some of this outpouring of praise for him as he enters into the city of Jerusalem.